What's up? What's up? Polo Sports Talking ENT and Polo Sports News Plus coming at y'all again with another one. Make sure you hit the like and hit the sub and also comment as well. Um, Also, be sure that you're hitting notifications so that you're able to get uh, my videos and my content. Now, look, let me be clear about something, okay? Because I think that from the title of this video, it's getting misconstrued, okay? It's not it's not the type of smoke that you think like Shaq dislikes LeBron or any of that nature. It has nothing to do with that. Salute to you, RJ Guap, and I do know that they're Shaquille's got a profound level of respect for LeBron, okay, and in turn, LeBron has a profound level of respect for Shaquille O'Neal. They were teammates at one point toward the end of Shaq's career. So let me get that out of the way first. But see, what the problem is, or where the problem lies rather, is it's in reference to how LeBron feels in in uh, in regard to the season being shortened and there being a lot to do with it. Okay, and the as, as a reason for a lot of the players getting hurt and lack of rest and things of that nature. Okay, okay, look, LeBron has a great point. He has a great point. Um, when you speak of players getting hurt and the turnaround time because they didn't even have a full preseason. A couple other platforms stated that when your body is adjusted to a certain certain throw that off and then way that be very and you could be putting your body at risk for injury. Or, you know, amount of time, during the week. You know, at the time of day, during then they work. Um, listen, man. Listen, man. I don't hate LeBron. So if you come with any comments about LeBron, all this other stuff, that's not what this video is about. Okay. So don't come in here trying to push any type of narratives or anything like that. I don't hate LeBron, and I'm not trying to destroy him. Now let me get back to what I was saying because if your bottoms you working out at a certain time, doing like a certain routine, you do that for years and years and years at a time. Okay, your body is going to become second nature to that. Okay, so you start a training camp at a certain time, in the off season at a certain time, uh, doing meal preparations at this port at these times of the day. Uh, going to go get treatment at this particular time of day, getting their rest at this particular time of day, and then you throw in a pandemic, and then it just throws everything off, and then you have to sit out for several months, not playing anything. I mean, guys were sitting out there playing. Hey, look, I'm not for any of that, man. I don't know who he was, so I'm not here for no any type of that trolling or anything like that. So, uh, I don't know who you are. I don't know if this is Lamar. If you got something to say, come up here and say it, man. But I'm not gonna have anybody saying that you hate LeBron and all that other stuff. I'm not for that, and that's not what this video is about. So, like I said, man, if y'all gonna come with this old childishness and stuff like that, man, keep that stuff pushing somewhere else. I'm not for it. Okay, well, I don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem. Of course, I don't have no problems with Lamont. He comes on my channel all the time. No, I know he said he did. Okay, so I'ma holler at you, man. Anyways, as I was saying, um, I don't I don't have anything against what LeBron said. I do understand where Shaquille O'Neal was coming from, though. He was basically saying that he feels that they have to look at it from a whole totality standpoint of the players being millionaires and players that are that went through a pandemic and everything. They don't have to worry about any like NBA players. They don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from. Okay, in comparison to the average person that is working a 9 to 5, who may have got fired because of the pandemic and everything, then they have to find out, where their next meal is coming from, and they have to get out there and they have to work, and they don't have the luxury of saying, okay, well, I would rather do this or I would rather do that. I understand where Shaquille O'Neal is coming from, but where I side ways with Shaq is the fact that he has to understand that, okay, these players' bodies they are the NBA's investment. That's an investment, and so when they take a break like that, and shorten time and the turnaround time, and then having to go to bubble, then you know, all they're gonna do is just they're gonna put everything at risk. um, I don't have no problem. I don't have no problem with what uh, LeBron said. You know what I'm saying? That really don't bother me. And if y'all coming up in here, talking about Lamont and FYF and stuff like that, man, look here, man. I'm gonna tell y'all this one last time, okay? If you come up in here with any type of drama, any type of bullshit, I'm blocking you, straight up. So don't come up in here trying to interrupt what I'm trying to do. I don't come and I don't bother you. I don't come and I don't do anything about you. Don't come up in here with that. I said that one time and I'm gonna say it one time only. Okay? For real, man. It's disrespectful. I don't care who you're a fan club of or any of that stuff, man. I'm not here to talk about that, and I know what you're doing. It's childish, man. You know what I'm saying? We up in here to talk just straight sports and talk life and everything else that I'm talking about. I'm not here to do that trolling bullshit. I really don't do that, man. So if you have a problem with me and you need to address me, be a man, step up in the stream, say, "Hey, Polo, I have something against you," and we could talk about it straight up. I'm not wearing no shirt for nobody. I ain't on nobody's side. What's up, Octavius? You know how we rock, man. Texas represent, man. If you got some issues with somebody or on another channel or all this other stuff, like I told you, go take it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? If you have a problem with me saying that, then that's on you. But what you don't realize is that when you bring that type of drama to my my channel and everything like that, y'all act like y'all are the only ones listening. I have other people that I know that are personal friends of mine and stuff like that are listening. So when you come with all that drama about, oh, he say, she say, all this other stuff, man, that stuff, man, leave that shit. Hey, what's up, Omega? I see you in the building. Leave that shit somewhere else. Don't try to come up in here trying to bring that negative energy up in here. Look, I fuck with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Omega Red knows that, and Octavius knows that. Everybody else knows that. So nah, nah. Hey, look. Hey, Omega. Don't even worry about it, man. It's not even that big of a deal, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even want that. Look, I put it like this. If anybody got problems with one another, go sit down like a man and handle that. There have been people that have been on my channel and asked me personally if I had a problem with them. I'm not gonna name no names. And I told them straight up, no. That's how you settle it. And then move on. No, it's all good. It's all good, Omega. It ain't nothing to you. It's all love, boy. It's just we trying to man. I ain't trying to bring that type of energy here. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of stuff on my plate right now, and I'm not thinking about no no internet beef or no people getting into it and all that other stuff. I ain't got time to get involved with that. But anyways, like I was saying though, Shaq got a good point, and so did LeBron. But I think I side with LeBron more. LeBron LeBron has a great point, and these players that are sitting up here getting injured, that have a lot of lower extremity issues, such as ankle sprained ankles, hamstring issues, torn meniscus, everything. You got some of everything that's going on. You a groin injury with AD, Achilles injury. He had a Achilles scare earlier in the year. I was just saying basically that some of those players needed to sit down. Then you got a player like Kawhi Leonard that done had so many surgeries in 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 the amount of years. I think he had like three to four surgeries in the last 5 years. Then on top of that, he still has knee injuries. We have to question how much time Kawhi has. We have to question that. So LeBron has a great point, and I think Shaq was like, yeah, he don't make no excuses or anything like that. But Shaq, hey, look, man, as much as great as a player as you were injury prone to yourself. You were injury prone to yourself, and you had to play your way back. That was because of your conditioning. You had a problem keeping your body in shape, unlike some of the other players that were on the team. I'm not just gonna mention just Kobe. There were other players that kept their body in shape and came in ready for the season. You had to play your way back into shape, and that caused a lot of injuries to your body because you would come in a little heavy coming in from the off season. Off season is a time period. People don't understand that. Omega, you said it was a lot of injuries this season. Consequences of a rush season. Absolutely, I agree with that. And I'm okay, but see, this is the thing too, Omega Red. We got to look at this too. Check this out. Hey, we not gonna be. It's not gonna be any much better when they restart the season. Like normal, like at its normal time, like an 82 game season. You know why? Because then your body's gonna have to get adjusted to that again. Oh snap! Damn. What's up, Adrian?
Yo, salute, man. Here's my
How you
take on
doing,
this.
brother?
Good. But
Nah,
here's my
nah,
take.
it's all good. Top of the morning to you, man. Ain't heard from you in a minute, man.
Yeah, been busy, man. But here's my take on this whole situation. See, when players say this or Kawhi, if he lows man, me personally, I don't care because yes, if this my mindset, how I would go about it if I was an NBA player. Yes, I love basketball. That yes, everything. I love the game, all that stuff. But at the same time, I got to think about after basketball because when I look at some of these older players and how they can barely move, like Shaq, they barely can move. They can barely run, move now. And you got to think about it. Kawhi. Got to think he got young kids. He probably yeah, I love basketball. I dedicate my heart and soul to this game. But at the same time, I got to think about my future because I'm not gonna play basketball forever. And I still like that's the mindset I would take. Like I still want to when I'm done retired from basketball, I still want to go out there and play with my kids. I don't want to be barely be able to move for putting my whole body into a game that don't love you back at the end of the day. If we being real about it, that's my take on it. So I don't ever get mad when LeBron makes statements like this or Kawhi low manage all this stuff. That's my take on it.
Yeah, no, that's a good take. And you got a good point. Before I let Omega Red salute to you, soldier in the building, man. Look, you got a damn good point, and I agree with that point too because you have to think about the afterlife of basketball. These players are not machines, man. They not, y'all might call them RoboCop and all this other stuff. Everybody might call them RoboCop, but these players, a lot of people, these fans, Omega Red and Adrian Barbie, these fans, they look at it's sad, but they look at these players as indestructible human beings, and they're not. They're human
Yeah.
beings that have ligaments. They're human beings that have bones, hearts, organs. They have to go to sleep at night. They have to get a certain amount of rest. They're not machines, man. They're not. They don't have batteries in their back, and some people fail to realize that. So I don't never judge Kawhi if he was hurt or if he was scared to play or any of that other stuff. Man, listen. Before I let Omega Red go, I'm gonna say this. Check this out. If you don't know the definition of degenerative, go look it up. I'm pretty sure Adrian Barbie and Omega know that. You know what I'm saying? Because just these are guys, man, that are very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? But there are a lot of people that don't know what degenerative means. It means plain and simple that it's gonna rupture over time and it's never gonna get any better. So if you look at a player like Kawhi, yes, I'm on record to say Kawhi don't have that much time to play. And like Adrian Barber, he's on point with what he say. Man, he got to think about, okay, man, can I get out of bed, man, to go make some breakfast for my family? Can I go play with my kids? Shit, can I make love to my damn wife without me having something wrong with with my damn lower extremities or something like that and all this other stuff? Go ahead, Omega Red, man. You got it, man. What's up, Blackface Sports? I see you in the building, brother.
Yeah, man. What's up, man? What's up, everybody? It's
Salute to you, man.
like my brother said, man. People think these athletes are like superhuman. Like they look at it like people watch too much TV. I remember Brett Favre interview after he retired years ago. He said he would he would be so wore out after a game. He would wake up next morning and ask his wife who won. These more going back to back every other day. That shit was killing them. That's why I ain't mad at Kawhi. I ain't mad at Harden. I ain't mad at Kyrie. I ain't mad at none of them damn cats, man. Cause hell, Kevin Durant out there and played them 2 games all minutes. He was wore the fuck out by overtime. So I don't be sweating. See, I ain't no fan like some of these cat man that be just be crying over dudes and shit. I look at these people as human. Hell, I get tired. Shit.
No, hey, that's
And
straight facts right there. And Shaq is Adrian Bobby and Omega. Shaq coming out here talking about, oh yeah, well, he telling this is a prime example. He up in there telling AD, oh yeah, put some icy hot on it and keep going. Motherfucker, do you not realize that this motherfucker was already injury prone before he got to the goddamn Lakers? And
that's
Snoop
right.
Dogg ain't nothing better. He don't play no 82, 72, no 82 games for him to sit
Yeah.
up there and call AD soft or anything like that. I'm not going for that shit. Snoop, you get your ass out there and play. I bet you wouldn't even last motherfucking 5, 10 games playing 40 something minutes.
Was Shaq out for a broke pinky toe?
Say that again, brother.
I said, wasn't Shaq out for a broke pinky toe when he was playing?
Yeah, yeah,
So what the hell he talking about?
yeah.
These motherfuckers talking about their hamstrings and ACLs and shit and ankles. This nigga, his big ass was out for a pinky toe.
Sound like Della Reese on Harlem Nights and shit. Like,
Yeah. Got shot in the pinky toe. Like, god damn.
yeah,
I
they had
mean,
to.
it's like, man, I'm feeling like they telling these people what to say. This ain't
Yeah,
reality though. It ain't reality.
right, right. It, and,
I
and,
mean,
and,
in my younger days, I took a damn lick, you know what I'm saying? I had a job to do. I kept going. As you
mhm,
get older, that shit wears on your body. So
right.
you can't recover fast as you did when you was 18, 19, 20, 21. Shit, by the time you 27, goddamn, that shit start hurting.
Hey,
You
hey,
moving a little bit slower. Hmm?
Omega. Now you watched the interview yesterday on Monty Brown TV. Shout out to Monty Brown TV. I saw you in there. I tried to
Oh, yeah.
holler at you. I said, "What's up?" Okay, now remember yesterday he was talking about Errol Spence and he was doing taking up yoga and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
see, a lot of people might laugh at that sort of thing. Oh yeah, he taking yoga, but not realizing that yoga is very beneficial for your body as you get older. Like man, you can't do the same things that you did like when you was motherfucking 15 and then think that when you get up to like 35, 36, 40, you're gonna be able to do them certain things. You have to transition your body and you have to look for other ways compromise,
Yeah. Like,
your
if,
body, and to work out, and that way it can adapt, because you can't, that same type of conditioning that you did when you were 15, you can't do that when you were 40.
bruh, they called, and this is a fact. Shaq was a freak of nature because he played 20 years to
Hmm.
be that big. LeBron is a freak of nature because he's still playing at a high level at what 18 years.
Right.
So
Yeah.
shit, I got tired way before then. I quit running and playing back. I said, fuck that shit. They let them young kids do that shit, man. Yeah, I got to save my shit for my lady. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But
Right.
this shit,
And you did something. Hey, Omega, you did something that was a day in, day out grind, which was being in the military. It wasn't no, oh, I'm feeling this. Man, you had to get, you had to do PT. You had to run the 2 mile. You had to do the 2 mile run. You had to do the push-ups. You had to do the sit-ups. You know what I'm saying? And it was a mind thing. A lot of these guys, they don't understand the day in, day out
yeah,
grind of
yeah.
playing a sport like basketball.
I mean, sports and military training, they come hand in hand because you got to have that mindset to keep going. Push through
Mm.
the past. You got to push past the pain. In the military, and to me, the mentality is easier because you're doing it for something greater than a damn game. You know what I'm saying? I
Right,
I, I have a hard time out there doing. I would have a very hard time doing that shit just to play a goddamn game. I don't give a damn how much money you got there to give me. I'm like, shit, fuck that. It's a game. I ain't finna worry about where you got there worrying about somebody. You know what I'm saying? Worrying about your partner. You know what I'm saying? Get killed and shit. You gonna push yourself. So it's a different
right,
mindset.
right.
So for the athletes do what they do, I commend them, man. I ain't doing it. I'll tell you right now.
And
I
some people look. Hey, Omega. Some people look at like LeBron, and they thought, oh man, what's wrong with you, man? Just get out there and play and stuff like that. Nah, man, I'm with LeBron on this one, because man, you
yeah.
got to think about it. He got hurt too. He ended up getting hurt
Okay.
too. You know, I mean, yeah,
Yeah. I
it
mean,
probably could have been avoided, but a lot of the time it couldn't get avoided. Look at Giannis. Look at that
and
collision. The other man,
yeah.
that motherfucker got up, Omega, and walked again.
I
I was
mean,
like, what?
look at everybody talking about Brooklyn Big Three. Big Three hardly even played together because they stayed injured the whole season.
Right.
So technically, if they didn't get Harden, would they even make the playoff? That's what
That's a fact.
you see. See, everybody mad because they got Harden, but they ain't need him. Like shit, the way they were injured all season, they needed Harden.
Yeah. And see, KD was having leg. He was already having leg injuries. Coupled with the fact that
Yeah,
he
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 already
came off
sacrificed
came
with
off
Golden
Achilles.
State and shit. Yeah, he already
Kyrie
sacrificed.
Irving, his injury. You know what I'm saying? Hamstring. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell. Mike
Trey,
Conley Jr. Like
yeah, all these
you
guys got injured. That's why I said the whole season, all the stars would get injured, and the role players. Don't forget about the role players; they will get injured too.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just
so
saying,
they think that these like, okay, Omega, like, let's say you used to running, you used to getting up at 4 in the morning every morning and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Every morning for 3 4 years, and all of a sudden you come to a complete screeching halt, and you stop doing what you're doing, right?
yeah,
Uh, your body, and then you try to get out there, and you try to do it again. Guess what? You setting yourself up for failure, because you liable to get hurt again, because your body was used to a certain rhythm.
mm-hmm. You got to ease
But
your
they
way back in.
hold on one sec.
Yeah,
Oh, X Young up in here. What's up? What's up? What's up, Sterling Young man? Hopefully you don't bounce out again.
Shit, no, man. They keep bouncing me out, man. Yeah.
Nah, man, what you got on this? What you got on this? This little disagreement between Shaq and LeBron.
I mean, totally agree. Totally agree what he said. Because these players, they didn't want to give some of the money back for the union agreed to start the season. Then why start it? You and yeah, and just like the same way people were downplaying the AAU due to injuries and overwork their bodies, to break them down. You know,
Hmm.
and like you see that on but I still you see today players like yeah they like really some of them are really soft. I ain't gonna say all, I'm gonna say some. They have the job to do, and the guys in the past they only never cry about it, but they play a lot harder than soft as well. And and for Ron, but let's be admitted, I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying, he signed off on it. He signed off on it. He signed off on us because he wanted to play in the bubble. For him coming out and talking about it, just I don't really agree with that. Because like, he didn't say anything during this season while the injuries were piling up. So so that's why I got a problem with. Like you saying the problem was the injuries, but you starting off to play with the bubble. So I really have a problem that definitely that didn't really sit with me, and which I agree with it, because those players have light training them. Like a few weeks off the season shouldn't affect them that much. I feel like the bubble shouldn't even happen in the first place. Yeah,
Hey, man, you took the words out my mouth. I'm about to say that.
that
I'm about to say that.
bubble shouldn't even happen. Yeah, you heard me? Like they shouldn't
They
happen.
should have ended the season and started fresh
Yeah,
and fuck that bubble shit.
yeah, I was like, that shouldn't even happen in the first place. They should know, but the NBA players they keep complaining. They keep complaining like babies about they need a job. Like they could have done something else more than basketball. Like could have been a business. Could have focused on your business, your endorsements, something. You know, it's
Let me tell
like
you something. This one thing I learned in the military. You ain't gonna satisfy everybody. So you just gonna have to make a hard decision on what you think is right.
all right.
They should
Yeah,
have just
that's
made
fair.
a hard decision, took their loss in the money. You're gonna make it back because everybody gonna be missing it. So everybody gonna be watching. Took their damn loss, get your money back, and start the season back like it's supposed to be. I mean, I guarantee you will have so many injuries.
Like I put it like this. I say like, all right, imagine getting like a $2 million contract and spend millions for your body and you playing getting touched for the way to get the call. But yeah, people like I'm saying in the '90s they have less contract, more physical with less touch through their body. Like when I'm saying that, what I mean by that, I mean like star players was getting hurt. If this was like a bunch of role players getting injured, the league wouldn't give a fuck. So they would drop not every player getting the 200, like 200. I mean BS, because in reality we wouldn't have this conversation about rich people barely work crying about something they agree upon, you know. And
Yeah.
and I would agree with Shaq. I would gladly play a full season for the third with these ballers, mate. I would, you know. Yeah, I do agree. I'm not down bad talking about that. I'm not.
The, I
Hey,
gotta disagree. I gotta disagree with Shaq because he didn't have to do that same. He wasn't placed in that same situation. You see what I'm saying? He
Mhm.
had to go no bubble then do a rush season. He didn't have to do that shit. So you really can't go out there and just take your experience and put it on somebody else that had to do it.
right. I feel what you're saying, Omega. Hey, True just stepped up in here, man. Yeah, another vet, man. Gotta give salute to all my bets, especially coming up this weekend. All my bets, man. True to King, man. Welcome to the show, brother. If you're not sub to True to King TV, go sub to his channel. He a veteran, man. I fuck with him, and his knowledge is obsolete on the game. And he a Celtics fan, which I'm kind of biased about that shit, but it's all good, man.
Hey,
True,
salute,
True to King, man. Go ahead, man. Do your thing. You got the
salute.
flow, man.
I mean, yeah, LeBron. I mean, here's the thing about LeBron. He always behind the scenes, he had always an issue with it. He just saying it now. and it is maybe you can say it was wrong timing of him saying it, but I mean, be honest with you, I mean, like you said, I mean, he was against playing the All Star game, having All Star weekend. He been was vocal with that
Mm-hmm.
beginning of the season,
Yeah.
so he always been had a problem. I mean, he's saying now, I mean, and here's the thing: he played in the bubble and all that. Say big, they had no choice to play in the bubble because that's affecting everybody's money, even to the guy, the last man on the bench. Like it's not, it's bigger than just like LeBron. LeBron not just thinking about it, just some like, of course he think about himself. He also think, listen, man, we have to. Everybody, listen, we gotta play in the bubble because, like, hey, this is gonna affect the whole league. This is gonna affect the money. They had no choice. So it's like it's not like they got livelihoods. Even a dude that's not making the dude is making less than $1 million. You know what I mean? He got
Yeah, they
family to
got
take care of.
they they got children. I got family to take care of. I ain't making nowhere
So
near how much they money. They need to budget their damn money because anything can happen.
I mean, that's
As
easy to
you
say than
see.
tough. Yeah, that I feel you, but that's easier said than done, though. Right? We're not in their shoes. You know what I mean? But
I mean,
it's
that's
they
what I'm
work.
saying.
They
I'm
work.
in my shoes. My shoes is cheaper, is broker than their shoes. Is what I'm saying. I
Hey, but
still
they got
take care of
people
my
right,
family.
but they have but a lot of them dudes be taking care of a bunch of their families and stuff like that, man. Like they really legit
Yeah,
take care of like their whole. They take care of their community. Like it's easy said than done, right? It's like they had no choice to play because they like say they lost money last year. And the thing is, to cut like people even coming up, even people getting drafted, it was going to affect the whole NBA. They had no choice to play. But like LeBron James saying, I mean, this year specifically, I mean, it was cause of the short turnaround. Plus, also, I mean, I think it was just a lot of injuries. There's also just bad luck too. It's a combination of everything, right? But I mean, for somebody like Shaq to criticize that, Shaq, you was Shaq, you when how many times you played how many times you played a full season like that? You know what I mean? You would be the main one complaining if I was Shaq. If Shaq would have had to play in the same situation, that man wouldn't even last.
yeah.
That
That's what I
man,
was saying earlier.
that man, you being a hip Shaq, you being a hypocrite, dude. Like, like, what are you like? You being a whole hypocrite. Like, you wouldn't even last. You wouldn't even last in this type of situation. Like, come on, like he talk about me. I would gladly do this, dude. If you were so gladly, you would be in shape all. You would be in shape all the
Right,
time.
exactly. I said,
Yeah,
hey,
exactly. Yeah.
that's on point. I'm glad you mentioned that, True. And Omega, I said that, and Young, I said that. That motherfucker got the nerve to tell AD to put some icy hot on it and all this other shit. Motherfucker, you should have put the icy hot on it at the beginning of the season when you was coming in having to play your way back into shape after missing 20 something games.
I don't complain and make excuses, but you made excuses your whole career,
Yeah.
Shaq. You made
Uh,
You should
excuses
put
your
the
whole
ice.
career.
yeah,
You
but
should put some. You
to
should put some
me,
ice and high out that too. So
saying that like, oh, they are, but a lot of people you don't know. Like Kyrie said, totally didn't want to do it. He's like, no, I'm not playing in the bubble. Like some players didn't want to play in that bubble, so they have a choice.
yeah,
It's
Yeah, you
not
know,
because
everybody has a choice.
hold up, I ain't done
Yeah.
yet. It's not because the money thing. The reason why the reason why the money down. Wonder why the money down because they tired of seeing the same teams or seeing Bron in the final. They wanted something new. Because I'm and for Shaq, like I don't understand like why always successful people, rich people, that does the most complaining about stuff that doesn't matter. I feel like if he's not two of the top five teams in the league not playing the finals, then it's pointless to be invested in the NBA. That's not right because every team has fans that support the team. Win or lose, they all make million. Plus, it's competition. Well, less,
fact.
but players do get injured as a part of the game. But every team has a chance to win a championship. But that's the beauty of it. But it's like I always heard that the most from successful people simply because they have the loudest voice. You ain't gonna get this kind of media coverage because media coverage stuff because the complaining. And definitely once you see in that bubble, like yeah, Bron, like oh no, we should bring back the bubble. And Giannis like yo, I need money, but I feel like they should have. To me, I feel like they should have done something like take a break, like take a break. Like I feel like the bubble
They couldn't afford the league. Couldn't if the league did not play the league, we wouldn't might even see it NBA. You do realize that, right? They had like you can't take a break like that because something like that could happen. A league could fold. You know what I mean? Like
Them,
they had
them
no like
billionaires, they can take a
No,
break
no, like, do you
for a
real?
they
But do
could
billionaire.
you
they
realize
could
what was
take they
going? Do
could
you realize what was going on in that world? Do you realize what's going on in that world when when something happened, when situations with where
yeah, we
happened was
understand
people
that.
like? Do you realize what happened going on? So like
Right. But here's the thing, the
if NBA players wasn't even focused on the NBA, they was focused. Some players they was focused on situation that happened with the Joe Force situation. So they're like, no, we're not doing it because they focus on that, especially like I said about with the Kyrie thing when he was talking about that. I'm not.
right, but a lot of people, but a lot agreed to the bubble. A lot of people still agreed to play in the bubble because they knew the circumstances that it's hard circumstances, but we have to get through this. That's just reality situation. It's like, yeah, a lot of people, some people didn't go in the bubble and all that stuff for a lot of different reasons. You know what I mean? Personal, family reasons, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, they still say, a lot of them players, a lot say, you know what? Boom, we gonna shot. Listen, we have to. Hey, they like I said, they got a lot of these people. See, even to the dude that's not making the millions and millions of dollars, has family, have people that got to take care of. If they're not playing, they're not getting paid. It's easy to say a dude that's a 15 that don't have the commercials. LeBron James say, "Oh, just get another job." Some of these dudes don't have degrees.
But you do realize there's regular people out here that couldn't go to work at the same time,
Man, this
making
dude's not
thirty
trying to
thousand
go
dollars
to.
a
It's
I
year.
like
feel
it's
you.
like
I
you
feel you. I
said.
feel you
So
saying, but you,
you see what I'm
if you
saying?
have a right, I feel what you saying, but you have a skill set of somebody like that, of a talent they have, and you just talking about telling them, oh, you can just go there and work at a warehouse and McDonald's, something like that. These dudes
No,
don't
I'm
have like
saying people could not go to work at all.
some people.
That's what I'm
I was
saying.
work. Some people was working though. We're not
I was
gonna.
working.
People
I
was
was
working.
working. But there's
I was
certain people
working.
that could not go to work at
Right, you're
all.
right. You're right. And some people did, but I'm just saying,
And they weren't
and that
making the money these cats was making. You got to plan for the future. That's their fault.
it's
You got to
not their
plan. You got to
fault.
be smart.
Oh, but if they it don't matter who you
Anything,
is, how much
dog.
money. Hold on.
Anything
If
can
your
happen.
money stops, hold
If
on. If
you've
your
been
money
broke all your
stops,
life, you know anything can happen. If you've been broke
right?
all your life, you know
But
anything can
but
happen,
telling you,
right?
but telling you to these
So you
rookies are
got to
like these.
plan ahead,
Right, that's true. But
huh?
I'm just saying, if your money stops, I don't care how much money you make. If your money stops, I don't care how much money you make. It's gonna affect you. Some of these
Of
dudes
course.
don't have you know. Everybody's not LeBron James. Everybody's not LeBron James or
I
other
ain't
people
talking
think they
about.
be.
I ain't talking about millionaires. I'm talking about motherfuckers sitting on the damn bench.
No,
Everybody have to damn take care of their damn money.
it's
Everybody.
not.
Whether you make
I'm not saying
millions of
they
dollars or
they
thousand,
still
hundred
right.
thousand of dollars.
They still do, but say I'm
Yeah,
not. They a lot of them still a lot of them do. But here's the thing: if your money stops, that's going to affect you financially. That's all I'm saying. It is what it is. It ain't about you can save as much money you want, but if your money stops and you listen, you can't say, oh, yeah, it took a whole season off. It took a whole season off, whatever the case may be. What
Half a
they
season.
lost a lot of
I
money.
mean, to me, I feel like you saying that no, everybody's wrong, but John is very successful. Got some players are very successful. And definitely said definitely no rookies, no hard for rookies, no. But it's me, it's the complaining. To me, like about the injuries. But I'm saying for him, like he because um how I put this about him is just that I definitely understand what Shaq, definitely understand what y'all saying about Shaq. Like he's very hypocrite. Like you can't say about this because you should have
Yeah,
been in
and they still
shape.
played it.
Yeah, like you
Right,
should have been in
LeBron, and
shape.
in the
Like
day,
yeah,
LeBron, like,
I'm a,
and the thing is,
I,
you
they
should have been in
complaining,
shape.
like,
Yeah,
right. Here's the thing, though, these guys did play through it. End of the day, listen, end of the day, LeBron James played through. He played through injury. The man came up with a high ankle sprain, so it's like I don't look at him necessarily complaining. He has his opinion on how he feel about the season. He has a right to. He played through it. He
right.
played through injury stuff like that. That's all I look at it. I mean, you can agree with it or not, but
I,
Shaq trying to come up and saying that you a hypocrite.
right,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And let me piggyback off. I'll let y'all fellas continue to cook. I was just gonna say this. See, I side with Shaq just a little bit on the financial part when he was talking about ones that they still have to. Because the link is in the description too. If you look at the article, he was talking about guys that have to work a regular 9 to 5, and when the guys that got fired during the pandemic or whatever, some of the the millionaires and stuff that were well off, they didn't have to worry about nothing like that. But you had other people that man, where's my next meal coming from? You had business or small businesses losing their business, things of that nature. So from that aspect, I understand. But from an attrition and a health standpoint and you being 100% and wanting to play and stuff like that, I can't identify with Shaq because he didn't do, like True was saying, he didn't do everything necessary to keep his
Right.
body in shape and to
Yeah.
come in ready and put injuries
Right.
at
And
a risk. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and
So,
right. He has no
but go
problem
ahead,
covering the
LJ.
game. Yeah, and he had no problem. And piggyback on that though, all that's being said, he had no problem covering them games though. He had no problem. Like what did he like? We understand with the money aspect, of course, but in the day, like that. No, I don't think LeBron James complained about that. Yeah, he's thankful. Nobody complained about the money situation, but it's talking about they could have handled the situation. All LeBron probably talking about is they could have handled the situation better. He didn't simply say cancel a season. All they basically said was they could have handled it a little bit better. Mind you, before this season started, there was rumor that it may start in January. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like we had a thing, so it's not about LeBron James. He wanted to play or not. It was just a circumstance that he felt LeBron felt that the league could have handled it better. So Shaq doing all that stuff. Shaq, I mean, all that complaining, like dog, you wouldn't even last in this situation. Like it's not about the money, but you wouldn't even necessarily last. Yeah, like come on. I don't. It's Shaq is being a real hypocrite because like he stayed complaining. He stayed made excuses and complained more than any like so when his career, so how are you gonna sit there and come at somebody else's? Like, come on, man. And they
But to
play too.
me, I feel like he did complain, but about the workload long before the pandemic. He was complaining about the workload because um yes, they do complain because no, but for Ron, he can say what the fuck he wants to say. That's his opinion. That's how he feels. That's how he feels. No, but he's a huge component in why they did the bubble in the first place. They could have taken a bit off the pay cut for not playing the rest of the season of club, but they didn't want to do that. It's called accountability. You got to be accountable for your part for making this happen. Not to mention, I'm saying he did complain about the workload part. That's what he did. And and for the Shaq thing, that I feel like that was definitely hypocritical. Because in the 2000s, when you won championship, you took a break. You never Phil told you, just take time to get back
Right.
ready and shake, and he very didn't, and that when Phil had to let Kobe know, hey man, you need to go off, and then when Shaq being shaped was like, yo man, slow it down, cause and
Even in Miami, like look at all his like after even his last like before that after his first year in Miami, like dude, like dog, you got nerve to talk about complaining when you was low key stealing money your almost in half your career. Let's talk
All
about
I'm
it. You
saying,
was
all I'm
like
saying is, how you gonna complain about these dudes have actual injuries when you got them set out for freaking pinky toe?
oh Shaq, yeah, like that's what I'm saying. You complain about money, complaining, but you like dog, like come on, man. Like you can't like LeBron, like you said, LeBron can have his own opinion because he played through it. It ain't like LeBron James, like he played through it. And hey, it is what it is. He didn't may liked it. That's the thing. Like I said, I'm in the military. You're gonna do things you may not like to do, but he
Yeah.
just telling about his frustrations because
He,
he talked because in the day he communicate with the league Adam Silver because it was remember that little situation where they told them that it ain't gonna be nothing all it won't be no All Star weekend, but TV contracts from TNT on that case may be the league said, we are going to do it. And LeBron was like, what? Like, what y'all didn't tell me that before the season started. You know what I mean? So it's just frustrating on LeBron James' part how the league could have handled it differently. That's all. I mean, he played through it in the day, so he could have packed, and he could have easily packed it in home. He could have easily packed it in home when he had that high ankle sprain. He could have said, "Listen, I'm done for the rest of the year," and still got paid. And still got paid. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yep. And came back next season. You're right.
A lot of people could have done that. A lot of people got hurt. That Kane could have easily packed it in and still got paid. But like, come on. So Shaq, I mean, that's why I'm thinking when he brought in the money aspect, I don't think that's really was a really that's a whole whatever. But like the end, you talking about complaining about the how the season went, Shaq, you wouldn't even, he man would have lasted. He wouldn't even last 10 games probably.
Back to back like that. Shit. But Shaq is a big dude. That's a whole lot of blood you got to pump through the muscles. You get tired quick.
He was all out of shape, man. That's great. All out of shape. Talk about, man. You complaining, man. You complain not getting in shape. You're a professional athlete.
Like I
Like,
said, man, it's everybody damn near got injured this season. So I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not mad on who in the finals. I'm not mad at them about none of that shit because it is what it is. And
yeah, man.
with this
That's
damn
that's
the
just, it's
season
just a
being
game.
rushed like that,
Yeah.
It's a
it's gonna
combination
be
of
like that.
everything. Right, but it's also a combination of everything too. And the short turnaround, just a bad look at injuries too. Because
Yeah,
mind you, a lot of these injuries too is all just straight basketball plays that could happen any other season. You know what I mean? People
yeah.
colliding for it. So it's like it's just been one of them seasons, man. It's just a lot of
And
injuries,
most
man.
there's a lot of people colliding because they damn tired. They human.
Yeah, not even
You ain't
necessarily.
gonna
It's
you ain't
yeah,
gonna
it's
move.
just
You ain't gonna move. You
basketball
ain't gonna
players.
move the same when you there. Well, I'm gonna say exhausted. You ain't gonna move the same when you just played the night before. Then you got a day.
Yeah.
Then you got to go right back in there. Your body's still sore from the damn
Yeah,
other
I
night.
mean, yeah, I mean, it's that can play a factor too. It's just, you know what I mean? It's a lot of things. It's just make sure everything is the reason why these injuries are taking place. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of reasons. So it's like it's just one of them unlucky seasons to me. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, because it's people that was healthy. It's like Jokic. Jokic won MVP. Like Jokic, he was one of the 14s in the five college finals, right? In last year, he didn't get hurt at all. He played every game. So
Yeah.
it's just a combination of everything. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one of the unfortunate seasons. So I don't know why Shaq trying to make this a big deal, trying to call out LeBron and all that. I seen him. He called out. I mean, Shaq been on a little bit of Terry. He called out Scotty. I seen too. But it's like,
Yeah, I talk shit about LeBron. The only reason I be talking shit about LeBron because I don't like that flopping. He too goddamn big to be doing all that flopping. Other than that, he cool to me. He just all that damn flopping just get on my damn nerve. So I don't have no goddamn disdain or whatever you want to say toward LeBron. Just that damn flopping just get on my damn. I don't like nobody flopping. Cause I'm from the '90s area where motherfuckers used to get clothesline and shit. They still played. It was a common foul. That's the only thing. But motherfucker, this season fucked up. But I like it in a way. I do like it in a way because the motherfucker who can then tough it out is the one that going to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm on the show now. Anybody else in the show?
Yeah. Oh, got kicked out.
There, y'all girlfriend must came in. Shit. with with a lunch break. We were trying to get some lunch break or a little something.
She probably asleep.
Oh, hello. Who else in here?
Me. I think Polo might get back in because that's
Everybody else got kicked out.
shit. I think so. Shit.
Hey man, talk man.
Well, what?
Unless you doing something.
Yeah. I don't know
Sound
what
like
the
you
fuck.
occupied.
Like
Huh?
you said the shit I was gonna say. Like it is what it is. Like
Yeah.
that's how they play. That's they gotta deal with that shit. They gotta deal with their injuries.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's life. Shit happen. People get hurt. That's why I don't. That's why I never bet anything can happen. And I like my money. I don't
Mm,
give a damn
yeah.
how sure the bet is. Fuck that. Anybody get hurt.
Shit matter of time. Shit, matter of time.
I mean, back in the day, motherfucker played. They wouldn't get hurt like that back in the day, but now
Right.
it's a different story.
Definitely. 'Cause I remember they had the lockout in the '90s, and then like it wasn't like it is today, now because like having a full season November now October.
Tell me though, I want to talk to you for a second.
Yeah.
How how they changed the rule? Well, it's less physical on defense, but people it getting hurt more.
To me, it's like I know back in the days it got physical, it got tough, definitely on defense. You
Dog, back in the day, you could throw a straight punch and knock a motherfucker out. That's a common foul.
know,
Nah,
yeah, cause
you look too hard. That's a fragrant. Like what the fuck? How are these mother getting hurt more often now?
like say like back in the days, they used to. I say back in the days, they used to go face to face, like trash talk to each
Yeah,
other. Now you can't trash talk to each other. It's like
and then it's not just basketball. It's football too. I used to watch hockey back in the day. I ain't watch hockey in about 20 years. I
yeah,
used to watch hockey or basketball, football back in the '90s and shit.
yeah.
Cause
I
it
feel
was
like
physical.
only team
Motherfucker
I
used to
said
fight.
I feel like the
Huh?
only team that get physical to me was baseball. The only sports team it get physical.
Yeah. But now, motherfuckers getting hurt way more than they used to. Unless they were just shooting them up with pain pills
Yeah, like
and they
when
still played.
Like when Jokic got the MVP, I feel like that shit was weird because at the time Embiid was injured, Mitchell was injured, Murray was doing injured, Kawhi was still playing. Kawhi was still playing. Bron just was injured, and and
You know what I'm saying? Everybody was
it
injured.
shit
Cause
like it
Harden,
was weird. Like the shit was weird. Like like
cause Harden was showing his ass for a minute.
mm,
And then
that hamstring. Yeah, I was like, dang. It was like
he went out for that hamstring. And Donovan was doing that thing. Shit weird, man.
you might not even know a player injury. Like they say like you like where's like they say where's like Ibaka like Ibaka hurt. And you like what? Like shit
Yeah.
like that. Like you might never know a player isn't hurt. And, like see
Yeah,
like
like the other night, I ain't know Trey Young was hurt.
see. Mm-hmm.
That's it. They kept saying Trey Young ain't playing the other night. I was like, shit, cause you know what I'm saying. I work at night, so I can't watch the game sometimes.
Right.
And I was on the stream and shit. I was like, what the hell happened to Trey Young? So he
Oh
got an ankle sprain or some
yeah. He
shit.
had to step. Yeah, he was step back to I think the ref had his foot they foot touched together. Then he had on that.
And then the same night, Giannis got hurt.
That's shoosh.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep. Okay, then. Yep. Popped it in. It's just a health issue. I feel like you remember the playoff when the Lakers was down like 3-2 and they brought AD back in. It's like
Yeah,
that's why I got a problem with being like you keep putting these players knowing damn well they hurt. Like you put them in the
yeah.
lineup like they ain't gonna make it. Shit, they ain't gonna make it down the field.
Hey, when he played like 2 minutes, it wasn't
Yeah,
even 2 minutes, was it?
yeah, he played 2 minutes. It was painful. It was painful. Like
Yeah.
it was
I,
painful.
I mean, everybody seen it before the game started. He was hurting.
Mm.
He was limping. Then he could barely move. I was surprised Harden played.
Yeah, he played with one leg. One leg.
Yeah, and played the whole goddamn game. Like shit. Cause I was thinking the same thing. Like shit, they gonna bring Harden in. He gonna play about 2 minutes, get hurt, and be right back out.
Like,
I was surprised. So I
yeah,
know he had to go through. I know that shit was hurting. You can look at where you playing. It was hurting.
yeah.
Man, this shit crazy. This shit is like I say, ain't like 90, man. You out there, you got everybody got there on the court and shit. If you think about it, the last couple of years, the path to the playoff, it through injuries. That been the path for a couple of years now.
Mm.
Think about it, dog. If you think about it, Golden State when they went on their run, they were out there playing hurt team.
Right.
Shit, Toronto got theirs from a hurt Golden State team.
Yeah, cause KD was hurt. Clay was hurt. It's just like
Yeah. The
yeah.
Lakers got theirs from a hurt Miami team. And a hurt who else was hurt?
Bam was hurt. Think
And then that's what I was saying earlier. Jimmy Butler was hurt at the beginning of the season.
yeah.
He was hurt. Everybody was hurt. I think Zion was hurt earlier too. Oh, he might
Mm-hmm.
have been just overweight. He might have just been overweight.
Shit, I don't know. I feel like I'll put example. Like I say Zion. I feel like Zion gonna get hurt because he had injured his knee. He had a knee injury because he was his size. Like he was too big. Like I feel like
Yeah, he too big. He too big.
he have to like lose some weight and then
You got to be quick. You got to get quick. Cause you come. There's one thing you got. They actually teach you how to fall. I don't know. Well, I'm pretty sure they do it in sports, but in the military they teach you how to fall, so you won't hurt yourself.
right.
And when you big like that, it's hard to do. When you a skinny dude, you can do that shit. It was no problem. But when you big, that shit hard to damn do. The fall right. That's why most of like you look at the old game, them damn
Right.
players wasn't big like Shaq and shit. Them players was skinny as hell. They was just tall. The biggest
Right.
motherfucker probably been what Karl Malone, Wilt Chamberlain.
Mm.
Everybody else was skinny as fuck. You got to know how to come down and land on your feet and shit.
The way, yeah, like the way you landed, the way you move, the way how you get the rebound, the way because
Uh,
you gonna be
see,
dealing with a lot of them.
that's like you do skydiving, you do paratrooping. When you coming down, you got to fall a certain way so you won't break a leg. That's
Yeah,
all that shit.
that's the truth.
There's certain things you got to do. It's yeah, ain't no game tonight, is it?
I feel like no, I think the Milwaukee Atlanta. That's the only team. That's the only team that playing, man. Because the Bucks,
It's the Bucks
they
and the
look
Hawks.
good. So it's gonna be in Milwaukee, man. So if they win, shit. If they win, so it's gonna be the Suns and the Bucks in the final.
Yeah, I think Milwaukee gonna pull that off.
So,
Even though I like Atlanta though.
hopefully it don't be a game 7.
Yeah. See, and the Suns resting up.
Yeah, they did their job. Shit.
Yeah, they resting up.
Hey, shit, we did our job. Shit. We knocked them down. Shit. They just waiting. To be honest, I didn't think the Suns can make it to the playoffs.
Shit, I ain't. Suns been playing good. I just
Mm-hmm.
I just thought, well, since the Lakers were hurt, they're gonna have a trouble in the next series. And I said, shit, them motherfuckers got there kept on flowing.
I didn't expect them to beat the Lakers.
Shit, I expect them to beat the Lakers because hell, AD was the biggest weapon.
Yep.
It's one thing about LeBron, man. I don't care what nobody else say. It's one thing about LeBron. If he ain't got this, if LeBron is Batman. If he ain't
He
got
just needed
Robin,
Robin. Yeah,
he got to have Robin. If he ain't got Robin,
he's stuck.
then
Yeah.
Batman, like, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna just do my thing and leave. That's what he do. I seen that in many games over the years.
Right.
So I ain't.
He definitely need. Yeah. When he don't have his Robin, he's stuck. Yeah. He do because like he can't win without a second star player with him. Like when he went to Miami, he can't win without D Wade and Boston.
Yeah.
Like in Cleveland, he can't win it without Kyrie. Kyrie hitting that
Yeah.
shot. And with the Lakers, he can't win it without AD. So
He everybody talk shit about Steph Curry can't play without Klay Thompson, but the LeBron, he need that second person.
yeah, he did.
That's why he always trying to team up with motherfuckers.
Who different?
For real.
Yeah,
He got to team up with somebody.
Try to get Dame Lillard. Yeah.
LeBron ain't stupid. He know his damn limit.
Yeah, he know what to do. See, we ain't because I know like we ain't stupid. We know he's trying to do. Everybody know what he's trying to do. Because he really was trying to recruit like because AD's dealing with an injury. He needs somebody that could take up his spot while when AD's heals up, then they'll be back in the playoff again. So.
I see. I don't like LeBron. You can see it in the face that if he ain't got his Robin, it's over with. Now, if you go KD gonna keep playing. If he ain't got that Robin, he gonna keep goddamn playing. Well, if you win and lose, he gonna just go down, gonna go out there and try it best. But LeBron, you can see it in their face.
To me, I wouldn't say for KD. I would say, but I would say like, all right, say like KD Superman. He needs his flash. He needs his cyborg. He needs his
Yeah,
Aquaman.
yeah. That's what
That's
I'm
what.
saying. He need that. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying, if he ain't got it, he keep on playing.
Mm. That's
That's
why
what
for
I'm
me,
saying.
like, him playing 52 minutes while both of his teammates was doing injuries. That was
He
crazy.
kept he kept pushing. He kept trying.
Mm.
And with LeBron, shit, if he ain't got it rapping, shit, he just gonna get
Yeah.
his points and say, fuck it.
How about shit?
You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, I don't like that though. I don't like that shit. I know everybody, cause they're even Jordan is robbing. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no big deal about having you need a robbing. But when you ain't got it, just keep going, bro. Put it
Mm.
all out there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody need a sidekick, man. It's a team game. This shit you by yourself, shit. This ain't boxing. This is basketball. It's a team game. You gonna need somebody else.
Definitely. If you ain't got that person behind you can't do it. Like with Kobe, I feel like Kobe overachieved that. Or Kobe had overcame that because me, like Shaq, he needed his rob, and then when Kobe came
Yeah,
in,
yeah,
Shaq left. When Shaq left, Kobe kept striving. Look what happened. Kobe became Batman. And
yeah, yeah.
he came with Batman, and then look where it got him to. Shit.
And see, that's why I hold Kobe. I hold Kobe very high up there, very high goddamn esteem. Cause without Robin, he kept pushing, and he made his team instead of having one Robin, he made his team the Robin. Said, "Fuck it,
Yeah.
this the team I got. This team I'm rolling with."
Yeah.
And he ain't got them complaining about it. He said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do what I got to do." You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, man, you just got to push through that shit.
Yeah. Like that. Like,
I can't stand motherfucker shit on Kobe. I'm like, damn, did y'all even watch this
yeah,
motherfucker?
like saying like saying yeah, like you ain't right, but like he cute. And then once Shaq left, that's when we became Batman. We like fuck them, fuck them, I'm Batman shit. And look what that
Yeah,
gave 2 championships. Gave him 2 championships. Like
that
you know,
shit crazy, bro.
uh,
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. Yeah, shit. I guess some boy must start another stream or
I don't know.
just bump it. Yeah, I'm gonna check out, man.
All right, man.
All right, man. Peace, man. Good talking to you.
Mm.
All right.